Hello everybody, my name is Hannah. Today we're going to be discussing some things that you can do around the Statesboro campus whenever you're bored and you just don't know what to do. Alright, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first things first, you can go to Goodwill or just go thrifting in general. Now thrifting is a great idea because thrifting allows you to repurpose previously loved articles of clothing, and it's a great alternative to fast fashion, which has been on social media like crazy recently. To quote the New York Times, more than 60% of fabric fibers are now synthetics, derived from fossil fuels, so if and when our clothing ends up in a landfill, it will not decay. Now, 85% of textile waste in the United States goes to landfills, so that's quite a bit. Now, when you're going to Goodwill or when you're just going thrifting in general, you have to remember to be creative with articles of clothing you see, because not all of the time when they're not on mannequins or folded up nicely in the store, it's harder to have a vision for the clothing that you're picking out. But you have to be creative and be mindful that it's gonna look different when it's a part of an outfit. So just keep that in mind when you're going in. And now the time of year is Halloween, so while you're in there, get some inspiration. If you don't know what your costume is going to be, you can look and see some cool dresses. They have a lot of prom dresses and wedding dresses, which I think would be really cool for maybe a zombie prom queen or a vampire bride, like maybe something like that. And the Goodwill near here in Statesboro actually has a lot of sections dedicated to Halloween. There were a lot of sections that had strictly costumes. They even had makeup, they had witch hats, they had a lot of stuff and a lot of sections. It was really, really nice. Better than any Goodwill I've ever been to, honestly. But yeah, because wintertime is coming up, go ahead and stock up on some jackets. They have a amazing jacket supply there. They have a lot of good name brands too, so keep an eye out for that. Also get flannels. Must I explain? Flannels, come on. They also have art and knickknacks and stuff if you're into that sort of thing. That's always something to look into. It's a really cheap way to get a frame in general because of the art. Alright, and going into number 2, it's to go ahead and get your workout on. Now there are a lot of ways that you can go ahead and, get your workout on. You can go to the Rack, which is a really, really nice place. They even have equipment that you can rent out, like boxing gloves if you have some anger you really need to release. They have soccer balls, basketballs, that type of thing there. Very nice, very cool. They even have tires that if you can find them, you can pick them up and push them, like, flipping tires and stuff to build your core. So yeah, that's also a very cool option if you can find where they place the tires. There are also trails around the Rack, and there is actually a trail if you are making your way from the campus to Walmart. There is a trail off to the side of that road right there. There's also, this is a very bike-friendly area, so if you have a bicycle, then go ahead, get on it, bike around. There are a lot of bike lanes on roads, very bike friendly, and there are a lot of places that you can bike to that are very, very beautiful. Alright, so for our third thing, it is Sweetheart Circle. Now Sweetheart Circle is a beautiful little spot on campus, and I think it would be a great idea to have a little picnic, to stop by Gus Mart, get yourself a little bit of sushi, grab a blanket, go and have an amazing lunch under a tree in the shade. If you don't have enough money to spend on sushi, that's completely fine. Bring a sandwich from home, bring some chips from home. Maybe get a to-go plate from the dining hall with your meal plan. That's always a great option. But yeah. Alrighty. Number 4 on the list today is to visit the art exhibit on campus. So in the art building right behind it, there are 4 different exhibits. There are 2 on the top floor and 2 on the bottom floor. And the 2 on the bottom floor, they exchange the art that's in them quite regularly, and they have different people come and display their art. On the top 2 exhibits, those artworks stay there for long periods of time. They aren't really changed. They host more steady exhibits. But yeah, go ahead and visit the art exhibits because they are very beautiful You'll be surprised what you'll discover there. All right, and the fifth, last but definitely not least, is to have a self-care day. Now these are definitely underrated. Self-care days are amazing, and when you're doing a self-care day, that can mean whatever you want it to mean for you, however you relax. There are no rules in a self-care day. So that can mean binge watching some movies, cuddling up with some popcorn, maybe doing a couple face masks because you deserve it. Or it could mean listening to your favorite music, playing the guitar, maybe playing the ukulele or the piano or whatever instrument you like. If you don't like instruments, maybe just listening to music. The point is, a self-care day doesn't mean sitting there scrolling on TikTok. It means caring about you as a person, setting some time aside to meditate or to think about your day or to think about your life and what's happening. Not just wasting your time scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, to actually, relax and to not have your brain engaged. Alrighty, and that concludes my video of fun things to do in Statesboro. Now there are many other things that you can do. Those were just the highlights, the main factors that I wanted to discuss today, but there are also a lot of events that you can take advantage of as just a quick bonus, I guess. For example, today is the Pop-Up Pumpkin Patch that I'm actually going to. So yeah, make sure to take advantage of all the events that the school hosts because they're for you. So yeah, and they're always really fun. And yeah, I'll see you out there.